It's very appropriate that Al Baker receives the Alumni Citation during homecoming, because that's when Al's contributions to his alma mater are most visible to others. Do you like the lights that hang overhead in the Alumni Gymnasium during the alumni reception? Enjoy shopping at the crafts fair? Buying homemade goodies at the bake sale? These improvements to the homecoming venues and schedule either wouldn't happen or happen as smoothly without Al's efforts. It would come as no surprise to Margaret Hennemuth or Alan Rhine, Maryville College bookstore managers in the late 1960s and early 1970s, that Al has become an indispensable ex officio member of the college's advancement staff since his graduation 40 years ago. Hennemuth and Rhine came to value Al's competency, creativity, and get-her-done work ethic in the 2 years he reported to them as a student employee. Al's time and responsibilities in the bookstore were so great that he now tells people that he majored in bookstore and minored in history. But officially, his transcript reads history major. Born in Mississippi, Al spent his early childhood in Nashville. He and his parents moved to Maryville in 1960, and Al enrolled at Eagleton Elementary. He attended Everett High School until the 10th grade, when his father accepted a job in Harriman. But time spent in Maryville was long enough to meet and become good friends with the Garner family. Mac, who was 1 year older than Al, his sisters Phyllis and Nanette, and parents Raymond and Grace. Graduating from Harriman High School in 1968, Al decided to pursue a bachelor's degree. He looked at only 2 schools, the University of Tennessee and Maryville College, where Mac was already enrolled. With an offer to live with the Garners for the 4 undergraduate years, Maryville was the cheaper option. As a townie, Al didn't get involved in the social life of the campus like other peers, but he did join the Highland Echo staff as an ad salesman. He made friends with staff members. Frank Lehman, the treasurer, Lynn Ann Best and Dorothy Crawford in the library, and Ilda Bennett, who later became a neighbor and whose children remain some of his closest friends. Al graduated in 1972, and through some Maryville College connections, got an interview with the owners of the office supply house in Alcoa. They hired him, and soon he was in charge of purchasing and sales. It wasn't long before Al had another job offer from Maryville businessman John Noel. Help him convert his potpourri gift shop to a business specializing in school products. Again, Maryville College was the connection. Al had met Mr. Noel and become familiar with his business while selling advertising for the Highland Echo. Al accepted the job in 1976 and within 2 years was overseeing publication of the business's first catalog. The business grew. Potpourri Gift Shop became National School Products. Al acquired general manager title and began supervising more and more employees. The 3,000 square foot business located at 114 West Broadway eventually moved across the street to the old Profits Department Store, allowing them to spread out in 26,000 square feet. Expanding its inventory over the next several years, National School Products began shipping products to some of the largest school districts in the country: Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Houston, Miami-Dade, St. Louis. At one point, Al supervised and administered the payroll for 48 employees. He says he's general manager because he can do generally anything. In recent years, that has meant supervising another move to a location off Old Niles Ferry Pike and opening an outlet store. In total, he currently oversees more than 40,000 square feet of warehouse space. He is instrumental in the production of 6 different catalogs mailed twice a year. Said owner John Noel, "Al is extremely competent, dependable, and loyal. I believe without him, National School Products may have had to close its doors a few times in its history." He is like family to the Noels and their employees, just as he is like family to staff members at the college. Since 1972, the life of the college has been and still is his own. But Al's presence on the campus is felt well beyond homecoming. Remembering his days in the bookstore, Al regularly purchases textbooks for financially struggling students. Recognizing the generosity of a couple who made Maryville College possible for him, Al established the Grace and Raymond Garner Scholarship in 2001. It is awarded annually to a student with financial need. Al donated to the construction of the Clayton Center for the Arts and recently made a gift toward Anderson Hall's renovation that will memorialize Dr. Elizabeth Fowler. He is a 16-year member of the President's Circle and a member of the Society of 1819. A pillar of the Blount County Alumni Association, Al has helped fund scholarships for Blount County students and been an effective liaison between alumni and college administrators. He is a leader for the class of 1972, frequently assisting with reunions and related fundraising. Al Baker's work is often behind the scenes and in the many details that we take for granted. But tonight, we're putting the spotlight on him. In the words of the Alumni Citation description, he has rendered unusual service on behalf of the college. Well done, Al.